Dr. Sherry. And let me see. We already have a comment up here from Miss S. Jones saying, looking forward to seeing you tomorrow. Be blessed. All right, Miss S. Jones. So hopefully you'll be popping in to see us today live. If not, you can always do the replay. All right, so hello, everybody. I am Dr. Sherry. Let me just start with a few announcements. First of all, follow me on all social shows. Follow me on all social media. Facebook, Instagram. Know what's going on today here. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and make sure you subscribe to our channel. Oh my goodness, I just don't know what went on there. Anyway, let's just get right into it. Got some great announcements. We are really moving, you guys. When I tell you, this is the beauty of all of this. When you know who you are, I was having a discussion. Let me start here because I know I feel like I'm rambling all over the place. So y'all know I got to bring it back in and let me put things in its proper order, so I can explain to you all, first of all, the things that you need to know. But I got to kind of build with some of my experiences from this week. So let's start there. Got in a car with an Uber driver and talking, small talk. What do you do? Such and such and such and such and such. My answer was, I set people free. Which always leads to another question, which always leads to another question, which always leads to another question. So just to make this story short, people are waking up. We are being positioned to really open the minds of the masses. And with that being said, the announcements that I have for you really lend into that whole concept of opening up people's minds to give them an understanding of who they are so they can start defending themselves. When I see people really start on their journey and really begin to have a thorough understanding of who they are, it warms my heart. And so to hear, some of Anna's reports this week, it really was, it was time. It was time. So some of the things that we hear, we've heard that's going to be taking place is one, well, let me just say this. We already had ours in place, but they are actually now moving to create a common law committee to begin to help people that are in situations, okay? And this is any situation. Some of the ones she brought to the forefront were IRS taxes, child custody, mortgage, debts. Okay, so these are some of the things that she brought to the forefront that this committee, okay, is now going to be spearheading to teach people how to defend themselves against the commercial court. Now, like I said before, if you're in our school, we've been doing this for a minute. I mean, we've been having wins after wins after wins after wins. Okay, so this is not anything that's new for us, but I'm just happy the assemblies are finally moving into a space now of creating a committee of people who are going to actually take the bull by the horns and now see some serious action into helping people with a lot of situations that really could and probably already have damaged them. All right. But once again, if you're in our school, and you can look right down there, newstatusnewlife.com. Okay. If you look right down there, go over to the website, and all of the information is there for you to come on into the school and get ahead of whatever situation you may be dealing with. Even if some people might not even have a situation, they just want to be status corrected. They just want to come out of that space of something, an entity having control over their life. And again, for those that might be joining for the first time, you don't know anything about this. To be status corrected, only thing you're doing is moving back to where you were when you were born. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. The minute that you came into this earth, you were born into this earth, okay? That was the minute that this entity tried to take control over you. So when we status correct, we move you back to the space you were in when you were in your mother's womb. It was when it was you, your mother, and our Father above, all in union together, right? And then you were birthed into this environment and created, got this birth certificate, which created this control over the entity, the straw man, but you not knowing who you are began to live the life of the straw man. And so that's what we're doing. And for those that's here, give us a thumbs up because it helps push this out. Hi, hey there, Shiloh. If for those that are in here, give us a thumbs up because it will help push this out. Because as you can see, I don't think people were notified that we are on right now. So if you'll give a thumbs up, that might help push it out a little further. All right. So again, they created this common law committee. So if you have issues that you're dealing with and you just don't know how to get out of it, they are now moving into a space of organizing to help those that are in some type of situations that you need to be freed from. Okay. So that's one good one piece of great information. The next announcement, which I know everybody is waiting for, is what is going on with the global bank. Well, I told you guys, I think last week or the week before, that time was running out to be a part of the vault. All right. So the vault, again, is when you take FRNs, Federal Reserve notes, and you exchange them one for AFDs. That time is ending very shortly. The bank is already together. I think Anna said next Thursday is going to be her preview of the new dashboard. All right. Yay. So if you go on there now, you'll be able to see the dashboard, but you can't click anything. I think you click and it just opens up to what that area will do. So they're like, if you want to purchase a car, you press the little car and a little message box will come up just describing that. If you want to purchase a home, I mean, they got everything on there, you guys. Everything on there. For those that have your businesses on the land, right? So if you have your business on the land, hopefully you've gotten your vendor account. So now you'll literally be able to make exchanges in the bank. So these are some of the things that we're going to be able to do. First of all, you'll have your prepaid credit, okay? You'll be able to actually do exchanges internationally or nationally with gold or silver. You'll also be able to take your AFDs and exchange them into fiat. So it depends. Some vendors might allow you to have the AFD. Some vendors might say, you know what? Nope, I want the Federal Reserve note. So exchange it into FRNs for me. You'll be able to do all of that on our platform. The beauty of this is that, remember I was telling you all about some people had gotten accounts over at the St. Crown Exchange, and we were telling you not to do that because this database, this platform, okay, that we have is better than the St. Crown Exchange, and it's larger than the St. Crown Exchange. So I actually know of a lady who actually purchased 100 AFDs. I think at that time it was like $28,000 just to see if she could purchase them. Okay, so they allowed her to purchase them, but right now she can't do anything with them. That's over at the St. Crown Exchange. When our platform opens up, you'll be able to do the exchange. So for those of you all that's been getting those monthly deposits of $5,280, and while you're on here, somebody go ahead and put in the chat what the gold is today. Okay, so let's just go ahead and do a conversion right now of what those banks are going, what those deposits are going to be looking like, and you being able to convert that over into Federal Reserve notes or whatever it is. You might want to, convert it over to dinar or yen or another currency system around the world. You'll be able to do that now. If you travel, you'll be able to take your AFD and convert it yourself. You won't have to go to a currency exchange. you'll be able to do it. So I mean, this is actually beautiful, you guys. It's beautiful. And for those you all that have planned for this day, the day is here. Another question, and don't forget, put in the chat, you guys, what the goal is for today. Somebody do that. The beauty of what's going on is that it is already out there that the Federal Reserve note is going to be no more. And on CNN, I don't even watch CNN, but my mother watches CNN daily. And so she came and she was like, she said, Sherry, she said, during one of the interviews, you know how President Trump will have uh, what do you call it, little interviews in the White House, I guess. I don't know what you call it, but all of these people that represent all of the news stations come in, newspapers, all of those uh, communicators are in the room, journalists are in the room, and he's taking questions. So that happened live on CNN this week. And so someone asked, they said, President Trump, we would like to know information you have regarding the Federal Reserve. And when he said that, President Trump quickly went to another question. You guys, they can't talk about it. You think they're going to let the public know that the Federal Reserve is no more? No, they can't. Remember, I think we told you in last week's session that they submitted when I say they, I'm talking about the United States of America, President Trump submitted a 4,500 page document trying to change the name of the Federal Reserve note to the United States note. They're trying to do whatever they can. All right, so Andrew put in here, the gold is $3,412.70. So an AFD would convert into $341.27 for an FRN and FRNs. So let's just take, we get monthly deposits of $5,280. All right, so let's just say 5,280 times three just changed. Okay, it went from just changed that fast. Okay, wow. All right, 334 11. So that means that you get a monthly deposit in Federal Reserve notes of this right here. Make sure I got my commas in my, yes. So monthly, and it's populating. There it is. Let's show it. So monthly in our global bank accounts, we're getting $1,764,100.80. All right. Now you would think that these airwaves are flooded. People really don't believe, and it's not going to happen, and they're not going to come until they actually see the bank open, we're thriving, and then by that time it's going to be almost humanly impossible to service all of those people. So once again, we're putting out the clarion call. It's not getting out there, but we're putting out the clarion call. Get yourself in order. I mean, you're like behind the deadline now. Okay. So anyway, next Thursday, she actually gets a preview of the entire dashboard. Okay. She has reiterated over and over and over and over again, they're not waiting until October. This is August. So you mean that we are literally weeks out from literally setting your families free, setting you free financially. Because if the Federal Reserve note crashes, okay, not if, when it crashes, okay, you're already in a safe space with the AFD. That's just like those that's in Japan. They're already in a safe space because their currency is yen. Do you see what I'm saying? So as an American that is status corrected, you're already in a safe space. So it won't affect you. I don't care how many times we try to tell our family members, our friends, to safeguard yourself against the Federal Reserve. No, even those that think they're safe with cryptocurrency. No, you're not. They control that too. They control the stocks. They control all of that. All right. You need to even pull out. I told y'all last week I started shutting down all of my accounts. I got one more I got to get rid of. And the reason it's taking me so long because I got to take each one and dissolve it. But I'm taking heed because I feel the pressure. My Federal Reserve notes that I had that I was saving, just like in little, I had this little planner, and it broke everything down in denominations. Got rid of all them Federal Reserve notes. I'm working on the change now. I'm really taking it seriously because I know what's about to happen, and I don't want to be caught. I told y'all my grandparents were caught with Confederate money, and I don't want to be caught with all of these Federal Reserve notes that aren't going to be. It's not. Well, they're already not worth anything. We mentally have put the value on it. All right, but I don't want to be caught with it. All right, let me see. I think that's all I have for you all today. I mean, it's good things happening. So once again, if you're any type of situation, they're starting the common law. Um, they're starting the common law committee, where they actually are organizing now to begin to assist people in the commercial courts. If you've been in our school, we've had this for a long time. We have many successes. I'm not even going to begin to talk. There's so many successes in the school with people going to court. I just can't even. It's so many. It's so many. What I'm gonna start working on now, though, is trying to help people clean up the straw man's credit. Because if you can clean up the straw man's credit, now you're able to go in their system with that straw man and get credit cards, get housing, whatever you need to do. So that's the next thing we're going to be working on to try to help people clean up the straw man's credit. I already told you my team and we are taking everything next level. We're working on that right now. I cannot wait. I cannot wait. I cannot wait. Good things are in store. And don't forget, you need a trust. So if you don't have a trust, you need a trust so you can start using all of these different vehicles to just keep going higher and higher and higher. And congratulations to those that are in the global bank that are getting your monthly deposits, because it's going to be French kiss real soon. Okay, that's all I have for you all today. I love you so much. Remember to share, share, share. As you can see, it's not being pushed out. And I'm not shocked. Of course it wouldn't be pushed out. All right, you guys, until next time. Bye.